Good afternoon, folks. Ben here at Wax and Beans. Welcome along to episode 6. I'm pretty certain it's episode 6, but I'm very certain after all the comments last week that it's 2022, not 2021. So welcome along. We're filming this early in the week and early in the afternoon, and the shop's still open. So we're upstairs. We're relegated to upstairs in the shop. It's very busy downstairs at the moment, so Jared has kindly come along a bit earlier to get this film today. So we are going to go through, as we do each week, the new releases for Friday, which is in 2 days' time, and it's Feb 11th. There's been a few delays on some stuff this week again, but there's a lot of really good stuff that's just turned up, and we'll go through everything that's here in the shop right now and available. And as always, thanks for your orders, and the pre-orders have shipped as well. So we're going to start off with hotly anticipated one. Frank is doing a few in-stores and out-stores at the moment, touring the new album, but Frank Turner's album FTHC, and this is the Indies Red. I think it's exclusive to the Indies, and it's the red vinyl. This has done really well on pre-order. One of our guys downstairs, Alex, is a huge fan of Frank, so we expect him to do really well on this one. So as always as well, we're selling through this stuff so fast at the moment, so give us a shout if it says contact us on the page. We've got loads of stuff on reorder as well. If we sell out in the next 24 hours of you seeing this video, then just let us know and contact us also. Bear me a sec. Just going to hit start on that timer, which I didn't do. So next up, literally just arrived, so we're frantically trying to pack these and get these out for release day, but we'll make it, is the new album from Alt J, The Dream, and we've got the transparent violet vinyl. There are a few albums in these guys now, and Awesome Wave is obviously their big album. We've had a couple of tracks, listened to a couple of tracks off this so far, and it's turning out and sounding like it's going to be an absolute banger. So got loads of copies of Alt J that have just turned up actually, so we're good for stock on this one. This is one that's been delayed for a little while, and it's just turned up again literally today, so we've got all the orders out. It's Bernard Butler's reissue of People Move On, and I think it's limited to about 750 copies of the signed version. And we've got about half a dozen left or so. It's the 2021 edition. As you can tell, we're now in 22. Would have been great last week for when I was calling it 21, but 22 edition, with the lead vocals re-recorded by Bernard on this one. So yeah, we've got this as 2 LP set, pressed on white vinyl, and we've got a few of the signed copies left. I'm assuming it's a print insert signed. Yes, it is. Another really good reissue from Demon Records and supplied by the guys at Proper. Thank you very much, guys. This is an exciting one. We're going to sell out of this one, so I've already placed some more on order. Pre-orders have been quite good on this one. It's the Chameleons live at Camden Palace. I think the date isn't on here, but it's early 80s. So this is a really nice package. I'm not sure if it's the first time it's officially been released, but I know it's been around before. And it's 2 LP split coloured vinyl. I think there's not split as in split, but 2 different coloured vinyl, marble vinyl, very limited edition, plus CD and poster. It is 40 quid, but it's a lovely package, and you get the poster and the CD with it as well, and some nice artwork on the back. So we've got quite a few copies of this one in, or coming back in I should say, with 1 or 2 left available at the moment. This is a big release. Any Ride fans will be all over this one. I think it's Andy Bell's second solo album? Certainly second solo album in as many years. Flicker on the brilliant Sonic Cathedral label. 2 LP clear vinyl. All your pre-orders are shipped for this one. It'll probably be landing with you in the morning, and we'll be coming around on local deliveries as well. So this is really exciting release. It's certainly a big one for this week. DeLines, we've got a couple of copies left. These guys are playing across from the shop in February, or were supposed to be, but it's been delayed, so we'd have loved to have got over to see these guys. So we're going to check out the rescheduled gig whenever that may be. I think this is their 3rd album, been around for a while. Band members from Richmond Fontaine, I think. It's a bit folk country stuff. I picked up a copy of this album blind last year on Record Store Day because I just loved the cover, and I think it was the Imperial, the album before this. But Seadrift is out tomorrow, the Seadrift. All the pre-orders have shipped on this one with a couple of copies left, so I'm really excited to have a listen to this. The country vibe's not necessarily my thing, but it works really well. The songwriting's brilliant. female lead vocal, and it's just I like the folk stuff, so the blend is really good on that. So it's an interesting one. This is a reissue. A lot of people will know Cat Stevens, Harold and Maude. That's out tomorrow. It's a lovely gatefold packaging. It's the motion picture soundtrack, 50th anniversary. I'm not sure if it's on coloured vinyl, but it's certainly on 180 because it's weighty. A couple of copies available. This one's been delayed for quite a while, I think. Exterminator, the Legacy Chapter 1. Really nice roots and reggae compilation on Global Beats. Picking a load of sort of classy 7-inch singles, sticking them on nice 1 LP there for 21 quid. Back to the new stuff, which is out this week, sorry. Brandy reissues for Black History Month. This is a really nice packaging. We've had a couple of pre-orders for this one. They've all shipped. I think this also might be on coloured vinyl. Some nice collaborations on here with Mace, Monica, MJ. There's an MJ cover on there, and obviously Talk About Our Love with Kanye. It's a nice compilation for the old school R&B soul heads. This is good. We've only a couple of copies in of this one, which is the Levelers picture disc of Peace. Looks quite nice. For some reason, that's the image that's online, but I think that side looks better. That's nice. So grab one of those if you fancy it. Another late one that's just come in, which is Beach House Depression Cherry. Pretty certain this is out tomorrow. Just put it up on the website, so sorry, out on Friday this week on the 11th. But silver vinyl, the mock-up looks fantastic, and if it's not out, I'll get told off. But we've got it up for being out on Friday this week. Spoon, Lucifer on the Sofa, lovely artwork. Don't know much about these guys, but it's sold pretty well on pre-order. We've a couple of copies left, and it looks like we've got the LP X edition, which is limited opaque orange vinyl. So grab a copy of that if you're interested. Beth, I know that you're one of the folk that have had a copy of this one. Bruno Mars on gold vinyl, limited edition reissue, courtesy of the guys over at Warner and Atlantic, which is obviously a massive label. Also, come on, we've got to get through these, haven't we? Jason Mraz, La 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 Love Songs, out on Friday also. A best of Pantera. We've got a couple of heads in that come into the shop that will like this sort of stuff. 1990 to 2000, a decade of domination. Pantera. Black ice vinyl with etching. So maybe it's 3 sides and a really nice etching on side D, disc 2. Zeal and Ardor. Don't know much about these guys, but we had an email from the rep saying you're going to get this one up. Yeah, of course we are. We'll support as many bands on new releases as we can. But also, like most of you do, sometimes if we've not got something up for pre-order and you want to support Wax and Beans, we're always happy to take suggestions. This one's going to glare really nicely in front of this light that's shining on my face at the moment. This Slash featuring Miles Kennedy, and the Conspirators album is number 4. That looks fantastic. It's only available from Best Buy, exclusive blue vinyl. So I don't know where that's come from. That's the States, isn't it? But it's available from Best Buy and Wax and Beans, out on Friday. Right, a couple of restocks, a couple of big restocks, a couple of tie-in with a few Brit winners from this week as well. We've got Sam Fender's 17 due back in on black vinyl, but we've got Hypersonic Missiles back in good numbers, which is obviously his debut, I think, isn't it, Jared?
Yeah.
But there was an EP as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, Dead Boys EP.
Dead Boys EP, and then so Hypersonic Missiles. It's a really big seller. We sell I say a big seller. We sell a couple of copies every week, and it's nice to see that this is back in press. Another Brits winner. And we're a big champion of this, as are a lot of people. But Little Sims is back in press as well, and we've got the Milky Clear vinyl. We've got about 20 copies of this one back in. We had 20 copies in over Christmas, and they all sold out in a week. So that's a big one. Another one back in press. Miles Kennedy, Last Shadow Puppets with some dude from Arctic Monkeys as well. The Dream Synopsis EP. Let me just turn this screen on because we've got a timer running down. We don't want to record this twice.
Ben, Miles Kane.
Miles Kane. I said I get mixed up all the time. Miles Kennedy's on the other one. Yeah, every time. I said that the other day and made myself look really stupid. Last Shadow Puppets. Yeah, Dream Synopsis EP. really wish they'd release some more stuff, and really wish we could get hold of the other stuff as well, the albums that they made, because they're brilliant. They're really, really good. A couple of copies of each of these, both on pink and clear. They've reissued She Drew the Guns, Behave Myself from 2021. This is an absolutely brilliant album. It's kind of a back in, but it's also reissued on the coloured and the pink and the clear vinyl for Friday. So that's going to be really popular. Now everybody knows about this guy. Everybody knows that we champion Dope Lemon at Wax and Beans. But we've got 20 copies back in of his second album, which is Smooth Big Cat. He always does lovely Zoetrope picture discs, and this is really reasonably priced at about $23.99. So we've got loads of copies. Smooth Big Cat, Dope Lemon back in. Thanks for your orders on this one. These will be shipping out soon as well. Last one that's a new one for us, but I think it came out last year, so it's kind of a back in and new in, is Trenchtown Rockers' Bob Marley. We pulled a few copies of this in because it's got a lovely Jamaican tri-coloured album, coloured vinyl on there. They did this with Legend a couple of years ago. I don't know if that'll stay in focus, but the mock-up on there looks really good. Good album as well, obviously not as classic as Legend, that everybody needs to own, but if you fancy delving a little bit further into Bob Marley's back catalogue, we've got some about 10 or 11 copies in of this one as well, which is great. We've put loads of pre-orders up, kind of doing this one on the fly this afternoon because we've been kicked out of the shop from downstairs. Jared's on the move because what is it you're trying to do today? Get you fit to fly?
Yeah, to go on holiday.
To go on holiday on Monday, Tuesday next week.
Sunday,
awesome. So we've loads of pre-orders that we've put up this week. Check out the pre-order. I haven't got a list in front of me. Check out the pre-orders on the pre-order tab of the website. Alan, who looks after our jukebox, which is just behind me, was in with his beautiful dog Dylan this morning, and he shouted me number 8, bin 8 and number 7 for the mystery record. So thanks, Alan, for maybe setting me up with this one. Oh my goodness. And for looking after our jukebox. And if anyone's not been to Wax and Beans, we've got a free-to-play jukebox up here in the top room as well, so you can come and have a little play with that whilst you have a coffee and dig for records. Jared, this is the mystery record. You're going to have to come on the screen and talk about this one, because I know you definitely know more than me about this one. This is floor manager, producer, director, and all-round nice guy, Jared Allen. Thanks. There was bin number 8, record number 7. What is it?
It's the soundtrack for, is it this year's or was it last year, maybe? This is the soundtrack for the Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, which was a brilliant film. We saw it in the cinema.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just fantastic.
Wasn't there a show or a play that you went to watch as well? Was that not?
Oh no, that was Les Mis.
Oh no,
that was Les Mis.
So
yeah. Everybody knows the original version of this,
right. And
then Spielberg directed a new updated version.
Oh, okay.
And it was fantastic. And then this is the soundtrack.
That's
brilliant.
why it's so popular then, because it's a reworking of the old movie.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. The lead guy is from Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Which I know you've got a couple of copies of that in the soundtrack for that's fantastic as well. So it seems anything Ansel Elgort's in's got a brilliant soundtrack.
Yeah.
So yeah, fantastic, and it's a classic. I'd say America's probably my favourite, one of my favourite songs from a musical of all time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we've got a couple of copies of West Side Story in. A couple of friends at the shop picked copies of this up this week. I think it came out 4th of Feb. No, mid-January I think. But yeah. So yeah, like always, thanks for your help, dude.
Yeah,
and like always, if anything's sold out by the time you get to the website after seeing the video, just drop us a message. So thanks a lot. We'll see you again next week for episode 7 and the releases that will be out on February 18th. But for now, have a good weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Ta!